And just in case you didn't know it, Biden hates her. I believe there is a small possibility, very small, like 1%. There's a 1% possibility that he hates her more than he hates Donald Trump.
I'm sorry, what? Biden hates Kamala more than Trump? Well, that's an overstatement for sure, but it still has some ground to stand on. In the final stretch before Election Day, Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden's teams are reportedly at odds, and the fault lines are now coming out in the open. A new Axios report citing sources on both teams talk about how Biden's aides are still smarting after the president got pushed out of the race. Many of them are still adjusting to being on the supporting team instead of the main one. On the other hand, Team Harris wants to go full throttle. They say White House aides are not properly coordinating Biden's messaging and schedule to align with what's best for the Harris campaign. As the tensions grow in the backrooms, some of it has also started to spill out in the open. Just on Friday, Harris was about to take the stage in Michigan, but Biden suddenly popped into the White House briefing room for an impromptu press conference.
Well, folks, Kamala and I have just received a briefing from senior leaders across the argument.
Guess whose event got sidelined on the TV news? This is not a standalone event. Just last week, there was the hurricane debacle. Harris took a swing at Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis for dodging her calls about hurricane relief.
Governor DeSantis, NBC is reporting Governor DeSantis is ignoring your calls on hurricanes, resources, and help. How does that hurt the situation here?
People are in desperate need of support right now, and playing political games at this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations. It's just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish, and it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do, which is to put the people first.
Obviously, DeSantis fought back, accusing Harris of needlessly politicizing the hurricane response.
You declined a call from the vice president. Is that true? And why?
No, I didn't know she called me. I saw that, but I was not aware of that.
But just then, Biden waded in to praise the very Florida governor that his vice president was slamming.
Do you plan to meet with DeSantis in Florida?
I've spoken to him if he's available. Yeah, he's been very cooperative. We got on very, very well.
The drama doesn't stop here. Biden's been celebrating job numbers and ending strikes. Harris, meanwhile, is trying to steer the conversation towards inflation and voter pocketbooks. Their messaging? Totally out of sync. And if that's what's out in the open, imagine what's happening with their staff. But then, this kind of tension is not new to US politics. Remember Bill Clinton and Al Gore? Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush? The VP running to replace a sitting president always comes with some staff infighting. The question is, can this power duo sync up in time to cross the finish line?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like our videos and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest.